WTVM 6, your first alert station. You're watching the news at 10.
New developments tonight. NBC Montana spoke directly to the United States War College today to find out just how Defense Department oversight might impact a plagiarism investigation against Senator John Walsh. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Grace Ditzler. Lauren Mashmit is on assignment. Last week, New York Times claimed Walsh used other people's work in his 2007 master's thesis without attribution. Provost Lance Beatross says the Defense Department intervention is very unusual for the college, but done because of Walsh's status as a veteran and senator. The school told NBC Montana today it will conduct its review based upon the school policies. The Defense Department will review the finding and make recommendations, but ultimately it's up to the college to choose what, if any, action to take. Here's a timeline of how the investigation will progress. The Army War College tells us the investigation includes multiple steps. First, Walsh's case will be reviewed by the Academic Review Board. Next, a judge advocate, the Army's legal official, will review the findings. Then the dean and deputy commandant will review the case. The Defense Department will make recommendations, but the school will ultimately decide. The War College says it could take 45 days to make a decision. We reached out to Senator Walsh's campaign tonight, and they tell us they have no comment about the Defense Department joining the investigation. Depending on the outcome of the investigation, the War College could revoke the senator's graduation diploma. Fire forecasters will be paying close attention to the weather over the next couple of days. Here's video of downtown Bozeman. You can see the cloudy skies lingering. Few showers and storms danced across southwest Montana today, but most of the rain has ended. Here's First Alert Chief Meteorologist Mark Haka with what we can expect tonight and tomorrow. Thanks, Mark. Fire crews raced to a new burn in the Highlight Canyon area south of Bozeman. This fire is small now, but the Forest Service isn't taking any chances, ordering smoke jumpers, helicopters, and a ground crew. The fire is burning north of Lick Creek Trail along the ridgetop in Timber. The Forest Service says smoke jumpers jumped in this afternoon. It's currently small, about a half acre, but burning in multiple spots. Currently, there are no closures and no structures are threatened. It's unclear right now how the fire started, and we'll let you know what develops. Fire chiefs and fire marshals say we're drying out and it's not safe to burn grass and weeds, and local fire districts are taking action. Several northern Gallatin County fire districts closed open burning today, saying hot, dry conditions are making it too easy for a fire to spread. The ban covers Central Valley and Belgrade west to Three Forks and south from Clarkson and Gallatin River Ranch to Willow Creek. Burn permits in these areas can no longer be activated. A burn permit is required for a fire greater than 4 feet in diameter. Campfires are still allowed. The Northern Rockies Coordination Center has raised its preparedness to level 2. The bottom line, several geographic areas are dealing with high to extreme fire danger, and crews need to be ready to respond to large fires in one or more areas. The Northern Rockies Coordination Center covers 5 western states, including Montana, and tells us right now the concern is fires caused by people. We're taking a closer look tonight at the search for correctional officers for the state prison. Montana State Prison officials need to fill 65 openings, and until they do, guards are working mandatory double shifts and being called in on their days off to cover shifts. It's so bad that in May, the prison eliminated 2 visitation days because there weren't enough workers to staff them. So how's the search going, and how much longer will the guards have to double their hours? NBC Montana's Jacqueline Gideon asked those questions when she went to Deer Lodge today. So what's next? There's no timeline for when the prison will be at full staff again. Prison staffing representatives have plans to attend job fairs, and they're also utilizing social media to help recruit employees. Lawmakers in Washington, D.C. approved a $17 billion compromise aimed at overhauling the Department of Veterans Affairs. Here's the deal. The bill includes $10 billion in emergency spending, allowing veterans waiting for care to see outside doctors. Another $5 billion would go to hiring more doctors, nurses, and medical staff. $1.5 billion to lease 27 new clinics across the country. The full House and Senate are expected to send the bill to the president early next week. Also today, the Senate unanimously approved Robert McDonald as the new Secretary of the Department of Veterans Affairs. McDonald previously served as CEO for Procter & Gamble. He's pledged to overhaul the agency and address what some have called systematic failures. And coming up after the break, cases of skin cancer are up by 200%. We'll tell you what you can do to stay safe in the sun. And can we expect more bursts of rain for southwest Montana? First Alert Chief Meteorologist Mark Haka is tracking the wet weather, and we'll break down what we can expect in the full forecast.